Welcome back to Wayne'sKitchen.com, and very happy to have you here for this very special edition. And why is it special, Wayne?
I was going to ask that question, Gord.
Well, it's special because we are in Shea South, and you hear my wife in the background laughing as part of our studio audience. We also have my daughter in town, and Troy, and our little baby grandson, and so you might hear him in the background. But this is all part of a very special edition, so we're very happy to be here.
Yes, we are.
And what are we doing today?
Well, we're going to carry on with the last segment of our Italian service dinner. Remember, we did the antipasto, we did the primo,
Right.
the secondo,
See?
and now we're doing dolce, which in Italian or in English that means sweets or sweet.
Okay.
And also we're going to do the cafe as well, so we're going to combine those. And so for the dolce tonight, we're going to do a tiramisu.
Very nice.
And we're going to do a fig and mascarpone cheese thing, and also we're going to do apricots as well. So it'll be a two-parter on that one.
Right.
But the tiramisu is going to be by itself. Interesting, I found out what tiramisu means.
Well, what does it mean, Wayne?
It means literally pick me up.
Pick me up after like a long night of drinking, or?
Well, you see, now depends who you ask.
That's
I
right.
suppose.
Yeah.
So,
I was in Rome just last week.
Oh yes, I know. How'd that go?
It was good, and they had a tiramisu that you could die for. So let's see if you can match that tonight.
Well, I hope nobody dies.
No, and nobody was picked up either. All right, Wayne. So what do we got here? I see eggs and some bowls
And sugar.
And sugar.
Yep.
Pray tell.
We're going to start making the tiramisu.
Okay.
So what we need to do is separate the whites from the egg yolks, and we just need to use the egg yolks. Okay, so we're going to use 6 eggs, and we're going to separate it old style, the way they used to, which is just pouring it like this until all the whites are gone.
And then what do you do with the old yolk?
We just put it in a pot.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I'm going to do a couple, and then Gord, you're going to do a couple.
Oh my goodness. My wife seems confident about that.
Here's some laughter in the background.
I do. Oh. So how's everybody in the studio audience tonight?
All great.
Good. So I don't see any eggshells in there, so that's a good sign of a chef, right?
No, it's just I practiced before I got here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, I'm left-handed. Is there a trick for left-handed people, or is it just...
Did you see what I just did, Gord?
No.
I'm left-handed.
Okay.
So carry. It's easy. Carry on.
All right. Yes, I think I used to do this in when I used to cook in the Waldorf Hotel. How's that?
Back in 1843. Yeah, carry on.
Okay, good.
What do you do with the yolk?
Well, I just do it in there.
It doesn't go in there, Gord.
I know,
Okay,
but you were standing in the way there, so.
Okay, let me move.
All right, look at this.
How's that?
Very good. See, and that's a very important technique. Like when you're cooking with your spouse in the kitchen, you want to make sure that you're working efficiently, right?
Gord, I'm not your spouse.
I know, but we're here. We are working together, so you want to make sure that yes. It's hard to have a conversation with you
Is it? Why?
at the same time and cooking. All right, so can you explain then? Like we don't use the yolk because
Well, we're using the yolk. We're not using the whites.
oh, it's the whites we're not.
Yeah, because
using.
we're going to do something else with that
All right.
later. So, what comes next is the sugar. One cup of sugar. And then we'll mix this up. Just like that.
And so this is a standard tiramisu recipe.
Well, actually, no, this is made by a chef called Chef Little. And I found it when I was surfing the net looking for the best tiramisu recipes, and this one seems to be the best one so far. And so then it looks like that.
Very good.
Then we put it over in the double boiler.
All right, that's good to go.
Okay, so now once we have it in the double boiler, we stir it constantly because we don't want to actually cook it. We just want to heat it up.
Okay,
That's why it's in a double boiler.
How would you know then that it's just heating and not cooking?
Well, you'll know that it's actually cooking when it's looks like a hard-boiled egg, the center of it.
Right, okay.
You don't
that's-
want, yeah, you don't
of
want
course
that,
not, right.
for
So,
sure.
Yeah,
So constantly, you do the stirring bit here for 10 minutes,
all right.
okay? Making sure that you keep stirring constantly, because we just want to heat it up, like I said, and thusly.
Okay.
Well, okay, Gord, so we've done,
I
yeah, okay.
stirred that thing
Well,
for
that's-
10 minutes. My arm, I got carpal tunnel or something.
okay.
So it's so that's good to know. Like you,
Yeah.
it's
So now it's kind of like a custard, right? So we've got the egg yolk and the sugar in there for the custard. And now we're going to add the mascarpone cheese.
okay.
And we're
just fold that in.
We're going to fold that in
All right. Okay.
until it's nicely mixed.
So I was stirring that just to heat it through. We don't want it to burn or
Right.
not to or cook through, right?
And
so
it's
we're
like
just,
it's like a custard, right?
Right.
So
yeah.
then we'll fold that in.
Okay. Do you want me to do that?
Well, I can do it.
All right. Okay.
Because now we're going to beat it once it's folded in there
Okay.
until it's well incorporated.
That's a fancy word. Is that I never heard that term in cooking.
Oh,
Incorporating.
companies do that.
That's right. But cooking?
I don't know, Gord. So let's give this a little whip.
All right. So now what, Wayne?
So we have the
folded that
sabayon, which is what this is called.
in. Savion.
Saba, S-A-B-Y-O-N, sabayon. So now we're going to gently fold this mixture.
As opposed to the mixing.
That's correct.
This is truly folding.
Yes.
Okay. So a very important thing for our studio audience, for our viewers, is to know what we mean by folding. So this is truly folding. You're folding it right over, correct?
So unlike folding a t-shirt,
That's right.
Okay, so-
so we're going to pour a little bit of the...
we're going to fold this.
Okay. Now, why do we have to fold it as opposed to just stirring it? What's the significance of
Personally,
that?
Gord, you know what? Folding takes too darn long. I'd just be mixing it.
So again, like we're folding it to ensure that we're getting the two mixtures are having an equal consistency, correct?
You're going to spill it.
I see that.
Okay.
I'm concentrating on the folding part.
Golly, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, see, folding takes too long, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So
Although we want-
there's different philosophies out there, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So, but the idea is that at the end of the day, you want to make sure that
It's consistent.
that's right. You don't want lumps. You want to make sure that it's consistent right through. Perfect. Perfect. When I was in Italy last week,
Were you folding t-shirts?
no, but the woman, and her name is Melissa, and she was our tour guide, saying, "Okay, perfect." He had to be there. How's that, Wayne?
I don't know, is that consistent?
Not quite, but it's getting there. And our producer, I think, is smiling. So I think that, yeah, she's smiling. So that's good. Behind every successful video shoot is a producer. And Shelley, we owe it to you. Voila.
That looks great, Gord.
Okay. Bon.
Okay, so now we need a cup of cold espresso, and that's because we are going to mix that with either brandy or my favorite,
Amaretto.
Amaretto.
Nice.
So we only need a tablespoon and a half of Amaretto.
Sure that was a tablespoon?
Okay, now it is.
There we go. And a half.
And a half. So now we're going to take our Italian lady fingers, and we're going to put them on we're going to soak them quickly, and then put them on the plate, the ladybug plate for lady fingers. And so we're just going to do this quickly, just a quick little soak, Gord.
Okay.
Just enough to get them wet, get a little bit of the flavors in there.
And so what's the purpose of that then?
This gives it the espresso flavor that,
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it won't make them soggy, right?
no, it won't.
Real quick.
Yeah, just a
Dip.
quick dip.
Okay.
Just like, well, when you go have a shower, it's a quick dip.
All right.
So now, Gord, we're going to layer our little lady fingers that we've soaked in the espresso.
And you've been chewing on them already.
Well,
I
actually,
see.
I was tasting one. It was really, really good.
Just to make sure they're safe.
They're safe for human consumption.
Good. And for our viewers, you might hear some noise in the background. That is, there's a bit of a storm outside, so it's just kind of rattling on our vent. Don't adjust your TV set. Everything's fine.
And so what we're going to do is now just spoon
The
a layer of this mascarpone and egg yolk and
with the sugar and everything. Okay. Boy, the studio audience is really excited out there.
I can hear it. It's just
I know.
amazing.
Oh, they're amazed by our cooking.
I think we're boring them. They're just making their own fun back there.
I know.
Kinda.
So that's all you got to do. Just
That's
lay that
basically
on.
it, and then we layer it again. Put the
Oh,
extra
2
ones
layers.
on.
Wow.
Oh, sure. It's a big
And then,
out.
so how do you serve this? This is refrigerated, you said?
Yeah, we're going to refrigerate this after we're done.
And then is it like cut or is it...
Yeah, we're going to cut,
all right.
and you can do the rest.
Okay.
And so now, to finish it off, Gordon, now that we've layered it and put the mixture in on top of it and everything, we're just going to sprinkle a little cocoa over top.
Wow. Well, my grandson, who's 2 years old, little Aiden, he can't wait to lick the bowl here, I'm sure. Hey, Aiden? Look at that.
Yeah, pretty
Lovely.
easy.
Easy peasy.
And that
Is that?
tiramisu. Now we refrigerate it for at least 4 hours or overnight, and then cut it up and serve it, and it's just beautiful. Okay, Gord, so for our second dessert, we're going to do figs and apricots
Nice kind of
with a
pairing.
mascarpone
pairing.
cheese on top, with a little amaretto and some pine nuts and some cinnamon.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a nice little thing. And this is all part of the dolce thing. And the thing is with figs, if it's not in season, you're going to have to try an alternate. And that's why I brought the apricots as well. But I got some dried figs, and so I rehydrated them.
Oh, how did you do that?
Well, I boiled water
Right.
and just dropped them in the boiled water
Right.
with the heat off, of course, and just let it sit for 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
And it rehydrates, and you can't even tell that they're not
Yeah, no, they're really.
fresh.
I took one in between shoots there.
Oh,
and they're
did you?
Very good. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
And can I ask a question?
Yes.
Pine nuts. Why are pine nuts used a lot in Italian cuisine? I see that.
again with the
desserts.
questions, Gord?
I know, but that's my job.
It's
right?
all about the flavor.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's build these, Gord, and we'll do it fairly quickly. I have to change hands because I'm left-handed.
That's right. And so am I.
Yeah, and so we'll drop a little bit of the mixture
Oh, on each.
on each one. Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. It's
Yeah. And I think my grandson loves it too.
sounds like he's got it.
Yeah. He's got his balloon, is what he's got.
I see.
Yeah, he's happy, and anybody who's watching this is happy because they're going to be
He should
having
be
a
happy.
great dessert.
It is. And so we just did a couple of them for now. Well,
Just to show what it's like.
Just to
and
show what
so
it's like.
It'll be a nice presentation,
I think so.
and we'll take a final shot. So, and then again, the pine nuts.
Yeah, I was being a little facetious earlier on, Gord. I'm sorry for that. But it's
It's local. Or,
it's local, yeah.
Okay.
And they have pine nuts in Italy as well.
right. So
And
that'll
they're-
be a nice presentation. We'll have all those, and then
Yeah.
we'll show a final shot, of course.
And we'll put a little bit of cinnamon on it.
That'll give it a nice little spike. Mm-hmm. All right.
And then we drizzle a little bit of amaretto on top.
Oh, that'll really just bring out that fig.
Well, it just bring out everything, I think.
Oh, wow.
Don't eat too many of them because it'll bring a lot more out.
And that's where what we were talking about earlier today about tiramisu means
Pick me up.
pick me up. That's right.
These scream, pick me up.
Oh, good. All right.
Put me in your mouth.
All right. So this is the completion of our 4-course meal.
It is, and this completes the dolce.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about the cafe, which is really just an espresso, which is
Right.
what they normally have.
Right. Okay. Good.
Well, Gord, that was the end of our series for the Italian service.
Very nice. Beautiful.
It was fun doing it with you. It was a lot of fun.
Now, the only thing that could make this better is to actually do this in Italy.
And we're going to. The exact same menu that we've talked about all along, all the dishes that we've done, we're going to do them.
The primo, the secondo, and the dolce in Italy.
In Italy. In Petrotoli, which is in the region of La Marche,
Which is near Loreto.
which is south of Ancona, in Italy.
And we're going to be there
And we're going to be there.
in September.
Yeah, from the 12th to the 19th.
And you're going to be launching a new series?
After that, yes, we will.
Okay, don't give it away right
So,
now.
well, let's look forward to doing our shoot in Italy. Thank you for joining us, and thank you very much, Gord.
All right, ciao, ciao.